Welcome to Ramu, the Ramara Mukundan audiovisual presentation that celebrates the lives and legacies of distinguished individuals whose journeys continue to inspire across generations. This series features diverse personalities, many now enjoying their silver years in peaceful retirement, yet carrying remarkable stories of achievement. Our guest today is Dr. K.S. Rao, a pioneering scientist whose contributions have left an indelible mark on society and the scientific community. From pharmaceuticals to agrochemicals to nutraceuticals, Dr. Rao has assessed product risks and shaped strategies for seamless transitions from discovery to development, registration and marketing. He is also a mentor to countless young scientists, sharing his deep expertise in toxicology across disciplines. We are honored to welcome Dr. K.S. Rao to the show.
Thank you, madam.
The honor is truly ours, sir. Thank you for joining us. We understand your journey began as a young PhD scholar at the prestigious National Institute of Nutrition in Hyderabad. What inspired you to pursue this path, especially when many of your peers were seeking immediate employment after post-graduation?
I think in every individual you need a drive of something internal. Nothing external can force any individual to do something.
Absolutely.
So incidentally, I happen to be a gold medalist.
Wow.
Got us some scholarship. That is the only motivation to persuaded me to pursue PhD programs and thereafter.
Fantastic. Is it true that after earning your doctorate, you received a postdoctoral fellowship in the United States? A bold move in the early 1960s when few people ventured abroad. What was that experience like?
Thank you, Mrs. Kumar. That's a very good question. What happened is during the terminal phase of my PhD program, I published 2 papers in American journals.
Okay.
That actually caught on with a professor at Cleveland, Ohio. So he wrote me a letter. Otherwise, I never written any letter to US, neither I had any ambition to go at all.
Okay.
So when the professor wrote me a letter, dear Dr. Rao, we liked your paper, we have a postdoctoral position open, so that made me to go to US.
Wonderful. We also heard that your journey to the US was contingent on marriage. A fascinating twist. Could you share more about your family life and how it shaped your professional path?
By the time I finished my PhD program and got this offer from US, I was a marriageable age.
Okay.
It's natural for the parents to consider marriage.
Right.
Exactly, that's happened. It was not necessarily contingent on it, it's sort of a coincidence happened. And fortunately, I found my beloved wife would be Ms. Ratnam, and within 3 months the marriage was settled. Then we both went to USA.
Fantastic. Following your postdoctoral research, you spent over 4 decades in various organizations. Could you walk us through your corporate journey, including your time at Dow Chemical, one of the leading chemical conglomerates in the US?
Thank you. Initially, I was a postdoctorate at the Case Western Reserve Medical School in Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay.
Then the first industrial job I got was in a pharmaceutical company in Chicago, where I developed a variety of drugs for the company which we served. One of them happened to be a sweetener, aspartame, that many of us take in as a part of the coffee, aspartame.
Right.
So then later on, after 7 years for my tenure there, Dow Chemical came to me. In fact, I never prepared my CV in my life to send to anyone.
This itself is
Just
sufficient.
one of the headhunters called me and I told Dr. Rao there is a position, would you be interested? I don't have intention to move, but I'll try, let me try. So when I appeared there, they selected me as a manager of toxicology at Dow Chemical. I spent 22 years with that company in various capacities, both in the US and also during my tenure, they transferred me to Australia, Sydney, Australia. I was managing 14 Pacific countries there.
Wow, awesome.
So then they brought me back to US and they posted me in Indianapolis, Indiana. I retired from the Dow Chemical when I was 61 years old.
Great. What a remarkable journey. At some point, you made the decision to return to India and continue your work here. What motivated that choice? Did you ever reflect on the challenges of working in India compared to the developed world, especially during that era?
Madam Kumar, Mrs. Kumar, this is a very good question. I don't have a really answer. I never was thinking of any country other than
Okay.
every day I was doing something other than. It just happened, one of the CEO from Bangalore called Edwinas, he was looking for somebody of my background. When he was in US, he called me up, Dr. Roy, I would like to have a cup of coffee with you.
Great.
I didn't know him. He knows, he has surveyed the literature and talked to a lot of my friends, and he knew everything about me.
That cup of coffee
Exactly.
started it all.
So then he offered me, we need your expertise in India. I told, if we need, sure, I'll try it. With no precondition of 1 year or 10 years. No, I'm here for 19 years now running, right?
Life sure is strange. You've published extensively throughout your career. Could you share the significance of your research publications? Which paper or project gave you the greatest sense of fulfillment and why?
Again, wonderful. You picked up the right questions for me. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
that. One of the projects I worked for my PhD program is called aflatoxin toxicity,
Wow.
which is a toxin produced by a fungus on peanuts, groundnuts, that you and I eat all the time.
Oh
So
my
what
goodness.
happened is in 1963, India was exporting a lot of peanut cake to UK, where suddenly 100,000 turkeys died in UK
Oh my goodness.
because of the export of our material. Immediately, United Kingdom suspended import of that, and that initiated the project at NIA, National Institute of Nutrition, where I happen to be the principal scientist. That's resulted in a lot of publications. One of them happened to be one of the prestigious journal called Nature, which is published from UK. Since in the last 40 years, no publication from that institute has come in Nature. So that is it.
Amazing, amazing. So much we don't know, the public doesn't know. Thank you for shedding light on that. Over the years, your work must have earned you numerous accolades and recognitions. Could you tell us about some of the honors that meant the most to you?
Any scientist generally does something, because scientists are supposed to do research, discover, find out, mentor, everything I have done in the one honestly, the best rewarding was coming back to India and spreading the knowledge of toxicology in India. When I came here in 2006, I surveyed the country based on publication and talking to people. The field of toxicology is in a very, very nascent state. It's not their fault, because there was no development in the country at that time. So when I saw that there's an opportunity where I can come and give my expertise not only to my company which pays me, but also to the entire country. So as a result, we'll show you a picture, which is called, there is an exam offered in the United States back in 1979. That is the year I passed, first batch pass, called Diplomate of American Board of Toxicology. So when I came to India, I saw people, I knew myself, I'm from India myself. I know there's a lot of expertise and talent exists, but they don't have an opportunity to take that exam. So I actually literally fought with the American management there to bring that exam to India, which was given only in the US.
Amazing, amazing.
So that resulted in not 152 people in India passing that exam in the last 12 years.
What a wonderful opportunity. Your research has clearly had a societal impact. Could you elaborate on how your work, particularly at Eurofins Advenas, has benefited the public?
Again, thank you for this wonderful question. This is most current work. I am currently still involved in that. I was heading the whole department there when I came, first 10 years. Afterwards, it just so happened the COVID came in the picture. That resulted in, I told it may be enough for me to, not necessary for me to travel every day. So I became a consultant. So essentially I am the door opener for that company, for all new companies, new projects that come
Like
there.
they say, necessity, the mother of invention. Who
So,
took the chance?
thank you. Bulk of the clients happen to be from US and Europe, because that's where the major discoveries are happening. So as a result, my job is to reflect the reality, not
Okay.
just simply give a story. They reflect the reality of what India can offer, both in timing, quality, and third price. Not only price is the
Remarkable, remarkable. As you look back on your journey, what were the biggest challenges you faced? Are there any regrets or lessons you'd like to share with our viewers?
That's a question not only you, madam, many people have asked me, including Mr. Rajnarayan this morning with regrets. Regrets are part of everybody's life. You can never say that I never had regret. But in terms of my professional career, I have absolutely no regrets. And my aim here in this country for the last 19 years have to be nothing but my science of expertise. I am very narrow in terms of scope, unlike many people sitting here.
You can't call that narrow. No way.
So essentially, as my concentration only on that part, as a result, I never looked anything beyond that. Generally, we as the citizens of any country, we are all exposed in the modern world with medicines, pesticides, chemicals, plastics, you name it. Essentially, life is nothing but chemicals exposure in general. Generally, there is a tendency on the part of human beings that something happens to some individual, attribute to an agent or single exposure or something. Usually, the role that I played in my career was to evaluate the risk of each of these and a combination of these in everyday life. Whether are these really going to affect in human beings in real time? The answer is in 90% of the time, the answer is no. But the remaining 10%, those who are affected are real human beings, affected, no question at all, for various reasons of misuse and abuse of those chemicals and plastics. Yes, essentially plastics are most of the most dangerous substances that all of us are using it every day and discarding in the environment. This is the biggest source of problem that we'll face in the next generations for sure, because most of our seas and rivers are flooded with plastics. We need to be cognizant, but doing one person or one small community has zero impact on the society. As a result, the government should mandate that and say, period, from today onwards, no single-use plastics, period. That should be cut down. So that is the kind of regulation rules required in the society, both democratic or non-democratic, in order to preserve this pristine earth. We are lucky to be born on this earth. Our job is not to pollute any more than already there, other than leaving our footprint. But all of these are very easy to say than done. In real life, it is very difficult to live with that. But essentially, we strive through regulation. Individual is very important. I don't want to discount the individual efforts, but only the society as a regulation can mandate and control and manage the environment. So my job was only to evaluate the risk of each one of them on the society. Thank you very much.
Dr. K.S. Rao, thank you for sharing your extraordinary journey with us. Your dedication to toxicology and mentorship continues to inspire across generations. This was the Ra Mu media show. Join us again for more heartfelt conversations with remarkable individuals whose lives illuminate the path for others. Thank you for watching. Join the Ramu Talk Show's special initiative to honor and celebrate the achievements of your near and dear ones. Let them share their fascinating life stories in their own voice, including their accomplishments and legacy with us, to help you preserve them for posterity.